I think for when you're talking about in the context of NBA All-Stars, he's a guy who high basketball IQ, could play within continuity, could play with the ball in his hands, could come off screens, could play off the ball, did so many things well and just knew how to be in the right place at the right time, knew how to get himself in positioning, and all this stuff just leads me to believe he was a very high basketball IQ guy, right? So you see the difference, right? You see how there's guys who are supreme level talent, and you see guys who just have these savant level basketball IQs that lead them to have so much success in the basketball, in the NBA and in their basketball careers. And Luka, like I said, I think he gets credited for being a great basketball mind because of perception more than reality, right? I think the perception is he's, a European. I think Europeans typically get credited with high basketball IQs because they're European. I think because his athleticism doesn't jump on the page, and he's not a traditional talent in the sense that he's not like a super dynamic athlete who can do things that nobody else can do. His talent looks a little bit different. So I think he gets credited for not looking the part, right, in terms of being an explosive athlete. And then I also think he gets credit for his passing ability, right? Having such a unique level of passing ability that not too many guys have, and being able to make reads that other guys can't make. I think all three of those things, being European, being less athletic than other guys, and being such a good passer, lead us to create this narrative that he's just a special basketball mind. And the more I watch him play, the more I think he is a unique and special talent who still has a lot of work to do when it comes to thinking the game and having a high basketball IQ, right? He is a talent in that his passing, I think, is God given. I think his passing ability is one that is, very natural to him and very spur of the moment. That's why you see all the tricks, the behind the backs, the behind the heads, the driving, pump fake, throw it under you. You didn't realize how it came. Um, because an intelligent passer, right, is, I'm bounce passing it here, I'm throwing it up there, very simple stuff, getting into spots, making reads. And this isn't to say that these things don't converge somewhat, right? This isn't to say that Luka has zero basketball IQ, but the more I watch him play, it just feels like he's a very natural and creative basketball player, a very fluid basketball player is a way that I can put it, right? And what gives me hope is that knowing that he is such a good and I think still raw talent in certain ways, um, raw in that I think a lot of his basketball IQ is still undiscovered, means that he still has so much progress to make.